Crafty friends. This is Lynn, the Gift Diva. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it is May, the end of May. Can y'all believe it? And it's another episode of Crack the Vault, hosted by Poetspice. That is a collab where me and a bunch of super crafty, talented ladies come on every month to share inspiration from our vault. We are committed to using things that are in our stash and we haven't used for 6 months or more, that are new or haven't used for 6 months or more. 6 months or more. Wow. I always flip these intros, don't I? So anyway, I'm coming on today with kind of half a project because let me tell y'all, my May has been super duper nuts. Like, we've had a graduation almost every weekend in May. And does the graduate live in my area? No, we have to pack a bag. So we have been out like every single weekend. And then we have family coming in for Memorial Day weekend. So I'm going to be, I mean, you know, plus work and, you know, paying bills and all the other stuff you do. So I have not had a lot of time to be down here in the craft room this month. So I started a project, the whole inspire to go through my stash and use the things in my stash and clean out some shelving so I'll have room to buy new things if I want to buy new things. So, you know, there's a cleanup going on. There's a potential de-stash going on. Although I'm going to be super real with y'all, I'm kind of lazy about the de-stash. I'm too lazy to de-stash. I just usually give it away. But I'm going to try to de-stash some things because some things, you know, somebody else might be able to use and, you know, anyway. So all of that to say is I was going through a bin and I found a bunch of notebooks that I bought. I was into, like, I had this period of like watching Posh Paper Lady, like, you know, religiously. And so I needed stuff for craft fair. And I bought a bunch of notepads in a variety of different shapes, sizes, and hues. And so I never really, I'd use some for my craft fair, but not all of them. And so I have a whole stack of composition notebooks. So I decided to pull those out and play with those for this month's, because they've been in my stash definitely 6 months or longer. And turns out I may not even get to do a craft fair this year because one of my husband's friends is getting married the very weekend of my annual craft fair. And he actually wants to go, and it's in New Jersey. So there you go. So I'm holding out to the very last minute to relinquish my booth because y'all know I love that craft fair. And so I think next week, though, I'm going to have to email the show host and tell them that they can give my booth to someone else. So pray for me, y'all. So anyway, let me quit the babbling, and because I'm doing this on Wednesday night because, as I mentioned before, I'm headed out of town again for another wedding. And it's 1:27 a.m. in the morning. And y'all know your girl is not usually up this late doing nothing because she either cuts herself or burns something. And so I made it through without any injuries. So yay me. But I did not finish the composition notebooks. I covered them. And so I think I'm going to do a part 2 Craft the Vault here in the next couple of weeks. And come back and show you how I finished them out. Because I think I'm going to turn them into gratitude journals to give away as gifts. Or maybe put them in my Etsy shop. Because, you know, there's nothing in there right now, really. So I might do that. I don't know. Based on how they come out, I will decide what to do with them. But I did cover them all. Just pulling random papers again from my stash. So I wanted to show you guys that. So without further ado, let's get into these. I've done 4 of the 5, 6, 7, 8 books that I found. And so I will show you the 4 that I've covered so far. And then, like I said, I'll do a part 2 where you'll get to see all 8 and hopefully they'll be finished. So this is the first one. This comes from a Crafter's Companion paper pad that I have in my stash from HSN from several years back. It was like the, I forget what it was called, but it was a bundle and had matching dies. It's a beautiful set, and I've used it a few times, but I'm trying to use up these paper pads. So I pulled it back out. And so this was the last one I did tonight because it just popped into my head that I wanted to use it. So, but when I was going through the pad, there's some more beautiful papers in there. So you may see another cover from that pad. So here's the cover. Here's the front. Here's the back. I thought that was so beautiful. And then on the inside, we have this beautiful, what are these birds called? Cranes, I think. This crane paper on this side. And then in the back, we have that beautiful kind of Asian garden feel in the back. And so I'm going to add pockets and do some fun things with the pages. But that is going to be in the part 2. So the second one I did, I pulled out your girl's favorite pad. And I thought I was using the last page of this girl here. And I cried. I shed a tear, y'all. But then I remembered, I can't remember who sent me was it Ebony? I can't remember who sent me, because I couldn't find it at first. And so someone bought me a pad. I can't remember who bought me a pad. Thank you, whoever that was. And so I remembered, I was like, I have another pad. So I got to use this sheet on top. I think anything I do with this paper pad turns out pretty, seriously. And so this is going to be the cover. That's the inside, the pretty floral. And then I put a floral page on the back here. And then this girl on the back. Super pretty. So that is the second one we're working with. Again, I'm going to make some pages, put some tags in, do some fun things. Because I'm working on Happy Mail too, and a birthday mail that I have to get out before the birthday person. Her birthday's in May, but she's not going to get it in May. I can almost guarantee, because it's just not working out that way. So this one next is the lemon paper that everybody was getting from Simple Stories. And that I'm just now pulling out to use. So I covered this with that. And I did manage to put a pocket. This is when I was ambitious earlier in the week, and I thought I was going to do all the things. And so I did manage to put a pocket in this one. So that's the inside of that. That's the inside of it. And this page does not come from the Simple Stories paper. I had bought a digital lemon paper pack from Creative Fabrica. And I had printed it and then put it aside, didn't use it. And so I remembered it and thought, oh, I'll just stick that in there. But now I'm not sure I like it. So we'll see. And then this is cut apart and paper from the 6x6. And then that's the back. So that is the start of that one. Oh, I did 5, y'all. Thought I only did 4. I did 5. This is a paper pad from Echo Park that I bought at the Scrapbook Expo like 2 years ago. And y'all, I can't think of the name of it right now. But in part 2, I'll hopefully have the name for you. But I thought that was a super beautiful page out of that paper. And I used the leftover front. It's like a girlfriend paper. I can't think of the name of it. So I used, that inside. Did I mention it's 1:30 in the morning, y'all? So if I'm rambling and talking weird, that's why. And then I used a sticker from the sticker sheet and then made another pocket there. And then that's the back of that one. So that should be fun to play with using the paper pad. And then this is an authentic paper pad that it said 2016. It's called Saucy. So I don't know if I've had it. I'm 2016. Have I been crafting since 2016? Maybe. Yeah, because we've been in this house. Yeah. So yeah, I've had it since 2016. So this is the cover page. That's the inside. Now this might end up being some kind of like recipe journal or something. I don't know. We'll see. And then that is the inside of that, and then the pretty floral from the paper pad on the back. So those are the 5 traveler's notebooks. Those are the 5 composition notebooks I've covered so far. This is part 1. Like I said, I'm going to finish these if it's the last thing I do. And make them pretty and add some fun. I want to do some fun stamping inside, maybe even. Like I had a whole plan, y'all, and it just did not. It fell to the wayside when I looked at the calendar. I was like, why did I start this project? Because I'm not even going to be here on the weekends. But But anyway, I'm going to finish these, come back, show you the finished product. Tell me what you think in the comments below. You know, if you see one you'd like to have when I'm done, let me know. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with them if I'm not doing craft fair this year. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you'll like the content of my channel and decide to join my little crafty crew. If you're already a subscriber, you already know how much I love you. My hands are a mess, glued, ashy. Sorry, I just looked down. Did I mention it's 1:30 in the morning? If you're already a subscriber, you know how much I love you. Be safe, love on each other, because we need that today. And stay crafty, and I will talk to you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.